Welcome to Get Roaring. I am Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some NHL franchise mode. It's time to save the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres. Time to save the Sabres. That's what we're doing today. I thought we did okay at the draft. We didn't really there wasn't much drafting that we did, but that's because our scouts, I don't even know what they were doing. They had a side job at McDonald's or something. Like not even sure what was going on there. But I felt like our acquisitions were okay. Which means that we have Bahl and Beniers to talk to about the law firm of Bahl and Beniers. To talk to them about their off season. So let's take a look at them and see what they need to work on. Kevin Bahl. I don't think his defense is that bad because he's a defensive defenseman. I think I'd like to get his skating up because he's a big guy, so that's likely the case. So let's work on his skating. And Matty Beniers. Fairly good at everything. I'm going to ask him to shoot more. So let's go with skating for Bahl and shooting more for Beniers. I could have done it there. Could have done it there. I gotta learn to do that. Off-season focus. We want skating. Yeah, okay, kind of figured. Big guys usually we need work on their skating. And Beniers. Off-season. I want you to offensively. I want you to shoot more. Game on. All right. Let's see how that goes. I think we're good there. All right, let's go back to what do we need? What do we need? So again, our goalies. Wolf and Levi, it's fine. Defenseman. Top four is there. We still got to figure out Muhammad Doolin and Zach Jones. We have 9 million in cap space, so let's see what these guys want. Muhammad Doolin wants 2 million over 3 years. He's not sold on the organization, one-way contract. I'm okay with that. Although he was rated like a 77, he did take a dip. That's a tough one. It's kind of a betting on the futures contract for him. Maybe we wait for his qualifying offer? He's got to be better than that, though. He's got to be better than a 77. But if we're paying him 2 mil, the coach has got to play him. I don't know. I think we wait for the qualifying offer. All right, forwards. We got Boldy, Thompson, probably Benson or Beniers. And then Norris, and then the other, whatever one isn't on the first line, and Coronado. Alright. Heineman, Kulich, and Danforth-ish. And then Hanzik, Oslin, Cowan, Beniers, maybe. I think we might need to pick up some fourth liners. Because these guys should be in the A, for sure. These guys probably should be in the A. At least these three. So that leaves us with... I think we go with probably a couple... Let's go with a couple fourth liners. Maybe a a bench guy. And in the system, we have, like, nothing. We were offered 7 contracts, though, so stuff is happening. Alright, let's go back to free agents. Haven't offered any of the big boys anything. I don't know if I'm there. I mean, somewhat interested in Mason Marchment, but he doesn't fit Ruff's scheme. But if we're signing him to 3 years, then probably gonna have a different coach next year. It says he's a first-line forward, but he's not for 4 mil. Nikishin is interesting. Not sure why he's a free agent. I think this is kind of too high up on the scale for what we're looking for. Patrick Brown. Where's Connor Brown? It's like, that must be Connor Brown. No. Who can we go for, like, on a third pairing defenseman? Luke Shen, probably good. I'm okay with that. It really depends on what Mohammedullin does. If we get Luke Shen, then he's probably playing. I also don't know if I want him for 2 years. We already went with Doan and McMahon. Okay, so those are probably our 4th liners. Yeah, we gotta watch our salary at this point. Look at the 2-ways. Probably offered some of those. Let's go sort by potential. No, not by name, but by potential. There we go. It's probably fine. Could go with Steve's. Would be fine for the A. Two-way's fine. Do. Back down here. All right. Just to get some players in there. Morning, Al. How you doing? I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a good Boxing Day despite the weather. I don't think it's updating my contracts offered. Alright, I think I'm gonna give it a day. Not too bad. It's good. Yeah, we did our Christmas on Christmas Eve. That was good. And then we did Christmas Day with just us and Mel's mom, and then yesterday was to be a birthday, and we were to go there, but we were halfway there, or most of the way there, probably 3/4 of the way there, and then it got canceled. So we just sort of hung around in Hamilton and came back. So yesterday was a bunch of driving. It was all right. Reject your offer. Lower than I expected. Okay. Very happy. Okay. Very happy. Nobody wants to take the 1 year. Ugh. Hmm. Probably not getting a second out of them. I don't know. Eh. Okay, I gotta go back to scouts again. We have 12. Goodness. Seems like 2 is the minimum. Okay. Do. Kind of okay in some of the NHL stuff. AHL? 6 years. Ugh. Um. Alright, we're getting into the C minuses. I need 3 more. Maybe 2 is the minimum. I don't know. Might just have to do it. I don't know. 2-3 years as far as I'm going, though. Either that or we just fire a bunch of people. At some point. We need one more, I think. Okay. Russia. Nobody wants less than 3 years in Russia. Okay. They're off, I guess. Alright, we'll see what happens. Mildly annoying. Okay, well at least somebody accepted something. Okay. Okay. Alright. We got one more scout to get back there. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Nordic, Russia, HL. Wish I could just see the ones that I offered contracts. I don't know if that's a possibility. NHL. Probably AHL? Everybody wants such long contracts. Alright, well, we're doing this. Okay. Let's take a look at our contracts for a minute. How much cap space do we have? 6? In the system, Mohamedullah still needs to sign. We're just going to wait for his qualifying offer. Main roster. Stone and McMahon have pushed down some of the guys into the A, I think. Yeah, like Cowan's down here, which is good. Kozak is down here. Okay. I kind of want Osland and Hellenius to be pushed down, but also I want Ryan Johnson to be pushed down as well, I think. How are we doing for defensemen down here? We have a lot. Some of them are going to go back to junior, though. I think 3 of them are going to go back to junior. So I still need a defense. Pre-exempt contracts, 40 on the books, 2 offered. So assume we have 42. Worst case 45. We still have 5 to go. What do our goalies look like? Yeah, I think we got the goalies to run with things, so I'm not too worried about that. And Ellis we can call up if we need to. Okay. So I think I still need like 2 forwards and a D. But I would try and get as little salary taken up as possible. A lot of things are kind of a maybe. One team is interested in Mohammedullin, so we may have to match that. So we gotta watch. We can't get ourselves in too much trouble. Like maybe we go with a guy like Statsny. That might be the answer. Statsny or like Bogosian? Bogosian just wants a year. I wouldn't mind Logan Stanley, but it's a little pricey. Statsny wants 3 years. That's okay though. Nobody's interested in him. He wants 3 years. Let's try that. I'm okay with that. Alright, forwards. Couple more guys like maybe we go with like Yarncrook and Greer, guys like that. Tyson Jost is there. We can go with Ryan. Well, Ryan Lomberg wants 7. Okay. I think those might be our aim. To go for like Greer and Yarncrook basically. 4th line, perfect. So Greer's perfect. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Mason Marchment has lowered his expectation. He had it at 4. It's down to like 3. That puts him at sort of a 3rd liner. I wonder why he's falling. Nick Foligno, maybe? Does Foligno fit on our 4th line? All penalty killing lines. Brendan Saad could work too. All penalty killing. I mean, we could try Lomberg again. But 1.7 to me is a little too steep. There's the massive Hellenius. I knew there was one that was huge. Corey Perry? Top 6 forward lines, though. Would want him playing on the bottom. Where does Taves look? All penalty killing, kind of similar. Brodzinski? Still too expensive, though. Maybe we just give Brendan Saad a whirl. Worst case, we can bury his contract. Yeah, I would give him 2. Fine. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 A third in Protus for Blankenberg, a 4th and 4th. I don't think so. Okay. 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 I think I still need a goalie coach. And an assistant coach. Okay. Was this the person that we tried to hire? It was. Gosh, I hate the coaching system. Like the one goalie coach. Okay. I may just like promote somebody. You know what? We're just gonna do NHL assistant coach. There you go. See how that works. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. How are our scouts doing? 20 of 20? Alright. See how that goes. I don't know. Okay, well, you know, finally. Okay. Just go back to sort of getting picks in, like, not picks, but prospects of some variety. There we go. It never gets old, does it? It never gets new either. It's just, it's kind of nerve-wracking. All right. And rate. How are we doing? Let's take a look at our contracts and see where we're at. Forwards. Still would like to get Hanzik pushed down, but who's here? We could probably pull... Yeah, we're going to pull Greer up, so that's fine. I think we're good for forwards. Defense. I want Mohammedoulin playing up here. But I don't know if he's going to be with that. Maybe we get one more defenseman that's like a 79-ish. Still have 2 contracts offered. Let's see what happens in the next couple days. Nothing. Nothing. Nope. That's okay. Okay. Not much is happening. What's available on the two-way front? Ryan Ellis, still around, kind of, sort of. Contract is still around. The hammer? I mean, worst case, we bury him. Or Travis Dermott. I think the hammer would be a good choice. It's variable. And if we lose him on waivers, I don't really care. Forwards. Looks like Lomberg has come down. Offer 1.4. Okay, got Lomberg for 1.4. Good with that. What? Why would I do that? That makes no sense. These deals are terrible. Nonsensical even. All right. So anybody still kicking around? Still Nikishin. Okay. Well, let's check in on Muhammadulin. See how he's doing. $1.3 for one? What do we want for two? 1.8, but he's not interested in that. He just wants the one. Fiery status would be RFA. Doesn't want to do a bridge. He would for 1.8. I think we just do the one. It's a show me deal. Fine. If he doesn't accept it in a week, then we'll talk to him again. Okay, he's good. I think we're good. Okay, let's get to the next season. And get past Nashville's terrible trade offers all the time. Everybody's offering basically the same thing. Okay. Season tickets, not great, not bad. Okay. Available funds. New owner goals. Would like to be within 1.5 million of the player's salary budget I set of 97.251 million. Okay. I want us to beat our rival, the Toronto Maple Leafs, in our first regular season meeting. Okay, fine with that. Defending home ice is a must for a team like ours. Get 18 home wins. Okay. Let's see what the lines look like. Head coach preferred lines. Okay, I gotta think about this. I don't think Josh Norris should be on the second line. Neither should Benson. How's Benson on the first line? He's better. So I think we talked to the coach about Norris and Benson, who's scratched. Zach Jones and Lomberg, that's fine. All of that's fine. Defense. What did it look like in the NHL? Okay, Muhammadulin is up here. That's good. I kind of figured these two would be switched, but I'm not going to argue. Goalies, Wolf, Levi are good. Okay. So we just got to talk to the coach about Norris and Benson. Okay. Who's our captain, by the way? Rasmus Dahlin, that makes sense. And then Zach Benson and Paige Thompson. Okay. Okay. Maybe we do that after the preseason. We'll see how things shake out. Gotta do all the business first. We'll cut this down. We gotta again get our team awareness kind of up. Let's go with that. Operations budget. We'll just put everything here for the moment. Upgrade and maintain, you know, the usual stuff. No upgrades this year to the arena. I'm just gonna fix up everything. Okay. We'll save our upgrades for when the owner wants it. Okay. Scout travel, we're not gonna, doesn't really matter. Coaching budget, we gotta crank in there. Scout salaries, we're gonna crank in there as well. And the rest we'll put into promotions, I think. Advertising is okay. Alright. Promotions. Florida, probably. We'll start Owen Power first. Anaheim, that's on a Friday. Let's do Philly on a Wednesday. That'll be Matt Boldy night. Dallas on a Tuesday. That'll be Rasmus Dahlin night. St. Louis, we can do a t-shirt giveaway. Winnipeg, we'll do a scarf giveaway. That should be good. Be nice to do one more in March, but it's another 200 grand, I think. Be 168. So we need another 175 or so. We'll just go with that. That's fine. Hopefully by the end of the season, people are excited enough to, you know, just go to the game. We'll see. We gotta sell tickets though, so we'll keep our advertising budget up. Okay. Set prices. I think we're good. Those look good. Parking again will lower a little bit. Merch is probably fine. Sessions are also probably fine. We'll just leave them. Okay. We want to keep the fans happy. Okay, we're just gonna go. We're gonna rip through preseason and then see where things shakes out. Oh, updated our owner goals. Budget by April 16th. Okay. And the Toronto Maple Leafs and 20 wins. Okay. All right. Preseason. I want you to get. I usually want to get morale up because I don't like the idea of like minus type stuff. Make the playoffs, make the final, no expectations. We're gonna say make the playoffs. Because if not, you're toast. Well, you're probably toast anyway, but that's okay. Nope. We're good. Thank you. Well, we beat the Leafs in the preseason. Not that that means much, but that's fine. Okay. 4-2-1, that's fine. Let's take a look at the roster as is. There we go. Let's go head coach preferred lines. Got Bobo there. All right, let's do some roster moves here. How many defensemen do we have in the NHL right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we should have 7. Good, so I think we can just bring up another forward. Probably Lomberg or Greer. I'm tempted with Ostlund being a 79. Tempted to leave him there. We'll bring up Lomberg, I think. That's fine. We have the hammer just in case we need him. Should be decent there. Okay. Okay. Season goals. Windy rough. Game plan. Those are locked, so we'll talk about those later, maybe? Okay. Rasmus Dahlin. Season goal on ice play. We want season goal. Long term. I'm gonna challenge him to win the Norris. Boldy. Boldy. Season goal. Let's go long term. X Factor challenge. Unstoppable. I mean, get 4 hat tricks. That's bananas. Yeah, let's try it. Why not? Tage Thompson. Season goal. Long term. Award challenge. I want him to try and win the heart. Owen Power. Season goal. Also going to challenge him to win to Norris. I want him to try and compete with Rasmus to do it. Internal competition. That's what I want. I want these guys to try and be the best. Dustin Wolf, Vesna. Season goal, although long term. We got some X Factor stuff. Award challenge. I think we'll go with award challenge. Maybe. Compete. I want to see you challenge for the #1 job. 910 save percentage. I think you can do that. Let's do stat challenge. I don't know if it actually yields anything, but Zach Benson. Season goal. Long term. X Factor, what do we got? 1T. Power play goals, score 30. Tape to hate. Let's do 40 assists. Bo Byram. Season goal. Long term. X Factor, what do we got? Power play, quick release, unstoppable. Let's do Rocket. We gotta make sure he's on the power play though. Josh Norris. Season goal. Long term. X Factor. Let's go with quick draw. Let's go quick draw. Matty Beniers. Season goal. Long term. X Factor. Let's do 1T. So I need Bo and Beniers. Bo Byram and Beniers on the power plays. Coronado. Season goal. Long term. I think we try unstoppable for him. Like, I don't know how much these guys are actually going to get done, but I'd rather challenge them to it and then see if they can do it, but, you know. Bahl. Season goal. Long term. Do we have any, like, size violent type stuff? No. Season goal. Long term. Stat challenge. Assist plus minus block shots. Block shots. Let's average one a game. I think that's sure, whatever. Okay. He didn't seem too pleased by that. Alright. I think that's good. I just want to talk to the coach for a sec. I couldn't yet. So let's get to the regular season. I think we're good. And we're supposed to win our first one against the Leafs. When is that? Down here? See if we can get to that today. Matt Benning. I think we're okay. Okay. Let's talk to the coach. Game plan. Okay, just a second. I want to take a look at I want to take a look at the lines just for a sec. Okay, that's better. Benson, I mean, Beniers is fine there. Coronado, this is kind of what I had in mind. Ostland is okay. Who's scratched? Sod, Lomberg, Statsny, that's absolutely fine. Power play. Okay, good. Bo Byram, Benson, and Beniers. Okay. Yep, as long as they're on the power play. I think we're good. I think the coaches got down what we're looking for. So we can do some simulating. We got Detroit. Let's start with Detroit. Won our home opener and season opener all at the same time. Oh man, we gotta make sure our scouts are actually like settled. Well, 1-1 to start, you know? Alright, hold on a sec. Pacific Central. We need one in Atlantic. You're going to the Atlantic. Oops. North America, NHL. Atlantic. Okay. Pacific, Atlantic. What? Okay. What are we missing then? 2 in the O, 2 in the dub, 2 in the Q. HL Liga Russia? I don't know, I'll figure out something. Maybe one of them goes to Europe. A- Pacific. Where else can you go? Central? You're going to the Central. A. Central. Confirmed. Need one in the north. How are you in the north? Not good. Okay, so you're going to the north. AHL. North. Pacific Central, North Atlantic. Are one of you good in Europe? NHL Central and East. No. Maybe we just send you to USA East or something? So lopsided. Like, what's the point? Alright, good enough. Good enough. Okay. I think we got our scout settled. Pacific Central, Metro Atlantic, Pacific Central, North Atlantic. 2 in the O, 2 in the dub, 2 in the Q. USA Central, you should be going to. Thank you. USA Central. Thank you. Okay. So that's settled. Let's see how we do against Detroit. Crank update times. Let's see how the new team does. With the law firm of Beniers and Bahls. Bahl. Sorry. Bahl and Beniers. JVR scores on the power play, but Danforth gets one back. One after one. Power play for us, nothing doing. Coolidge gets one on Gibson. We're piling on the shots. That's good. Power play for Detroit, though. Nothing doing for them. Alright. 2-1 after 2. Heading into the third period. 26 shots to 16. It was 15, I think, at the break. Power play for Detroit. It was a long one. Nothing doing, though. Another power play for Detroit. Well, then, 2-1 victory over Detroit, 3 stars. Kulich 1-1. Dustin Wolf, 26 stops. John Gibson, 27, gets the 3rd star. So a little bit of a goalie battle there. It's alright, it's alright. Alright, let's go to... we got 2 against Montreal in the next week. Let's do those. A 3 and a 4 in Protus for Dickinson and Amadio. You changed what I wanted again. We're just gonna do a forward. That's supposed to be 23, but anyway. As the season goes on, maybe we'll figure some other stuff. Defense 23. Just trying to get some youth in the system. Not worried about much of that if it comes to something useful. 4-3 overtime win against Seattle, and here we are against Montreal. Montreal is 4-2-0. See how we do? Kapanen puts one in on Dustin Wolf, but Rasmus Dahlin gets one right back on Montembeault. Kaden Guhle scores 2-1 for Montreal. Okay. Second period. Newhook puts one in. 3-1 Montreal so far. Coronado gets one back, though. Power play for us. Nothing doing. Would have been nice to even it up before the end of the second. Alright. Going to the third power play for Montreal. Montreal's getting all the shots on. We need to get momentum back. There we go. Bunch of shots. Time's running low. Close game, close game. 3-2 win for Montreal. Montembeault with 30 stops. Kapanen 1-1 and Newhook with 1. Close, but no cigar. Alright. Well, we have the return match in a few days. Back-to-back with Columbus. We get the win in the second half of the back-to-back, and then we go right back to Montreal. So let's see how this does. Struble puts one in on Wolf. Dobson gets another. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. Brutal. Can we claw back? Power play. Nothing doing there. Power play for Montreal. Gallagher gets a 3rd. Alright. Matty Beniers puts in a power play goal and Dobish. Good stuff. Good start, I should say. Let's see how we do. Okay, 3-1 after 2. We're getting the shots on, though, so I don't know. Bolduc puts one in. 4-1. That feels kind of daggerish, I gotta say. Coolidge gets 1. It looks like we're getting shut down for the rest of the way. 4-2 win. Dobish with 26 stops, Bolduc with 1, and Coolidge with 1. Well, we dropped 2 to Montreal. Not the best. Dustin Wolf is injured. So it's going to be Levi and Colton Ellis for a bit. Let's go ahead to Ottawa here. No. I don't know who this is. A first rounder. Keep going with life. No. They really want Kozak, don't they? I mean, I'm kind of happy to pick up a third. You have a warm body you could give me back? Sammy Blay? I'm okay with that. Although, we're supposed to shed some salary. So maybe we just do this. That's fine. Okay. We're 7-5-0. Not crazy. Kind of a win here, a loss there. Crank it up to 8 times, let's see what happens. Nothing doing on the power play. Ottawa gets a power play. Nothing doing for them either. Okay. Shabbat puts one in on Wolf. Wolf's back. That's good. Okay. Second period. Okay, 1-0 Ottawa after 2. They lead in shots too. It's a close game. We need to pot some goals here. Paige Thompson gets 1. Good stuff. Power play for us immediately. Coronado puts one in, not on the power play, but gives us the lead nonetheless. Taking the lead in shots just a little. Good end game push. 2-1 win over Ottawa. The 3 stars. Dustin Wolf. Good stuff. 29 stops. Fedotov, though, with 32 stops. Coronado with 1. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, we're making our way down to the Leafs here. Might as well just go all the way. I think we'll go there and that'll be... We'll do the sim for the Leafs. That'll probably be it for today. 6-0 loss to Pittsburgh. 3-1 loss to the Stanley Cup Champion Edmonton Oilers. 3-game losing streak. Ooh. Do they? Is Jim Montgomery available? Goodness. I don't know how it works though. Like I don't know if we'd have the salary. Ah, veterans though. But like, how does that work though? If we fire our coach, I don't know if we get the budget back. Might have to wait till the off season, but if we can get Jim Montgomery in the off season, though he is a veteran coach though, that's the only problem. Oh, that's a tough one. John Cooper is available for 7.3 million. Goodness, I don't even have that in the budget period. All I would have was a head coach. Anyway. It'd be great to get Montgomery, but, you know, here we are. But he's good for veterans. I don't know if he's necessarily good in, like we have Lindy Ruff, who's a teaching coach right now, which is kind of good for our current situation. Good year for rookies, okay. 7-0 win over the recent, oh my goodness, they were 2-19-3. Did we try and pick the bones of the St. Louis Blues? Let's take a quick look over there. Oh, this is interesting. Like, St. Louis has to already be out, basically. Are they, like, ready to trade everybody? They aren't. Well, most of them can't be traded, but, you know. Juracek is interesting. The fact that they're not, like, just selling everybody right now blows me away. But anyway, we'll see what happens. See what happens in about a month. Grudge match with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alright. Let's do Joseph Woll versus Dustin Wolf. In the grudge match. And I think we'll call it a day after that one. Rank it up to 8 times. Let's see how it goes. Power play for us right off the hop. Nothing happening. Power play for the Leafs. Also nothing happening. Sounds familiar. Alright. Second period. Boldy gets a goal on Wall. Good stuff. We're supposed to win this game as part of our owner's goals, so it's quite important. Power play for the Leafs. They got a little bit of momentum going there. Another power play. William Nylander puts one in. 1-1. We get a power play right after that. Nothing happens. Coronado does get a power play goal, though. So 2-1 for Buffalo. Oh, Nick Waugh puts one in. Ties it 2-2. Going into OT. Oh, what happened? Bo Byram scores a goal on Joseph Woll to give us the win. In OT, we'll take it. Dustin Wolf, 33 stops. Beniers, 2 assists. And Bo Byram with 1. Good. Owner should be happy. There you go. There you go. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to keep an eye on St. Louis to see what happens with them, because there might be a carcass to pick later there, because they were pretty bad. I don't know. Anywho, I think that's all for today. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Have yourselves a happy new year this week, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Thanks, Al. You have a good one too. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Bye for now.